YouTube, welcome to my kitchen again. We're back downstairs. I just finished doing dishes, so there's quite a bit of soap suds over here. There's my dishes, but I want to show you on this sink here. This is like my third attempt at taping this, so my sink should be really clean, but I wanted to show you how I clean my sink. I have baking soda, and it's wet because I just did pour vinegar over it, but pour a little bit down the drain. And the slower you pour it, the more that goes actually down the drain. And then I like to pour quite a bit on top, which this is my third attempt at this, so I'm not going to, keep pouring and wasting all my baking soda. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a little bit of vinegar down, and it's going to bubble up. That's cleaning the drain. And as you can see, it's bubbling up over here, so I must have had a little bit of a stop up in it. So we're going to let that bubble for a minute or two. Looks like it's done pretty good at bubbling, so I'm going to pour just a little bit more to kind of flush it out. Looks like it's going to be doing pretty good. Might get just a little bit more bubbling up. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that set for an hour while I go upstairs and cook supper. And I'm going to have to go get my daughter from art and things like that. So whenever I come back, this is going to be ready to run some boiling hot water. So what I'll do is I'll take this pan right here. This is my downstairs pan, so it's a not very good one. And I'm just going to fill it up with water, and I'm going to boil it on the stove. And then I'm going to pour it down the drain. And I'm going to flush all of that baking soda and vinegar that's left in there out, because I don't want that to get stuck to my pipes and then things collect on it and then it'll be extra stinky. And that will flush out all of the line and get it all clean and nice down in there. And then when I come back, I'm also going to mix up a vinegar and baking soda paste. And I'm going to just kind of get around the edges here and clean this up real good. These little pieces here, you can see they kind of get kind of gross and corrody sometimes, which these aren't too bad. But I want to go ahead and take a toothbrush and kind of clean that up real good. So I will come back in a little while and show you how I go in and get that good and clean, and hopefully we won't smell anything for a long time. But I like to do this about once a month or once every other month, just to make sure we don't have any stinky smells coming from our sink, and to make sure our sink stays clean and shiny. Because like Fly Lady says, a clean and shiny sink is the heart of your home. Okay, I'll be back in just a little while. Hey guys, I'm back. I've went ahead and I poured my boiling water down my sink, so you can see I got all the baking soda and vinegar out. It looks pretty clean, but this one's not as bad. You can't see like a lot of brown in this one, but this is the sink I just used to rinse with because it's right next to my dish drainer, which I still haven't got my dishes put away, but I plan to do that as soon as I finish with this. This one I do use to wash a lot of the dishes, so you can see it's kind of corrody and nasty in there. So I have this mixture here, and I have an old toothbrush. Didn't steal my husband's, but it's vinegar and baking soda, and I stir it up, and you can see it still fizzles a little bit. But I'm going to take this toothbrush, and I'm just going to kind of work a little bit of that vinegar and baking soda mixture on there. Just getting it lathered up really good in there. And this is, you don't have to be perfect. No one is perfect, so don't strive to be, because you never will be. Sorry if that offends anybody, that's just my prerogative on it. And you can see, like where I'm using kind of like the edge of it to kind of scratch. And all that is just coming off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of like let that there set. I'm just going to kind of hit some high spots and then come over here to this sink and just kind of do the same. Getting basically the high spots, making sure we get any and all food particles out. That's actually coming very nicely clean just with the toothbrush. Okay. And then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to kind of... We have county water here. It's not well water, but sometimes it does get a little bit of grossness corroding around the water where it comes out at. And you don't want to be cooking or drinking or something like that with nasty water. And I just take it and I run it along the bottom and the sides and right through here, and then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to go along the back there where all that gunk gets that you can't see. I better move these things out of the way. Okay. And then just put this side here. And then just go around this really good, and I'm going to squeeze down through here. I'm going to go along the outside. Haven't been done in a while, so it gets kind of nasty. You can also use a piece of dental floss along this if it's really bad, and just like take your toothbrush and rub some of the baking soda and vinegar on it, and then take a toothbrush and just kind of like floss at the edge of it, and it will pull any of that old gunky stuff out of there. So that's done. I'm going to let that set for a few minutes. I'm going to grab a brush that will scrub a little bit better on the inside of this here, like a sturdier bristled actual scrubber brush. And I will be back in a few minutes. I'm going to give that, I'm going to say a good 3 or 4 minutes to kind of soak on there so that it doesn't take so much elbow grease, because if any of you guys know me or seen any of my cleaning videos, I don't like to put in a lot of elbow grease. I like for the cleaning products to do it for me. And especially when it's natural ones like this baking soda and vinegar. So I'm going to leave you there for just a few minutes, and I'll be back in just a minute. Or it'll look like a minute, but it's going to be about 5. Okay, so I'm back. I have this little scrubby brush from I think it either came from the Dollar Tree or the Rite Aid, but I know it was $1 on the little dollar aisle. So I'm going to take it, and it's kind of harder to get down into the smaller spots, but it has a stiffer bristles, so it works a little bit better for those really gunked on messes. I'm going to move my bowl over to this sink here. Kind of noisy because it's so big, it's like banging, and I'm happy with that. It's not perfect, but it looks good to me. So I'm just going to kind of scrub over the whole sink here real quick, just a quick once over, and then I'm going to go up. I'm going to go ahead and get this side while I'm over here. I'm going to go ahead and hit this and the bottom of this really good like that. Okay, I'm going to move this back over to this side. And I'm just going to go ahead and start scrubbing away at this one, just like I did the other one. And, you know, it wasn't that bad, so it doesn't need that much scrubbing. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the middles. I'm going to pause you for just a second, and I'm going to move this. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, you can see the food that was hiding back there. So I'm just going to take a little bit more, just kind of scrub. I'm going to go ahead and take this toothbrush and go along back there just a little bit. Take this and just kind of hit this side really good. Go ahead and get the handles, just because vinegar and baking soda are a disinfectant as well. There we go with that. I think everything is looking good there. I'm going to take these two things. Set them down here out of the way. I just set that thing over there. I'm going to take this little mixture. I'm going to pour half of it down that drain and half of it down that drain. You can see when the baking soda is less. So I'm just going to take some water. Splash it all around. Bring it over to this side. Do the same. That back there out of the way. Grab a rag real quick. Sorry. I'm using a Fly Lady Royal Rag today. I'm just going to drop it in. And if you've never used one of these, they are like magic. I will link them in the more information bar below. But they will take everything off. They work for windows. And then they have a slicky side for like windows and things like that. And but they're also good for like dusting and scrubbing. When we moved into this house, they had caught the stove downstairs on fire. So the whole side of the stove was like this yellowy, nasty looking. And I took one of these rags and I just basically wiped and it all came off. I cannot say enough good things about Fly Lady's Royal Rags. Okay, so now I think I got it all wiped down. I'm going to turn off the water. Got it all turned off there. Make sure all the baking soda and the vinegar off. Sorry guys, I got my finger in the way. Because you don't want that vinegar smell lingering. And then I have a wall here, so I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to kind of wipe down that wall. Because things splatter. So I'm just going to wipe it down and make sure I get all the splatters off. Especially since I have my oil rag out because it doesn't take much. Okay, now that that's all wiped down, I'm going to take my bar towel, just a regular old bar towel like you would find at any bar or restaurant, which these came from a tanning salon. We used to have a tanning salon when they went out of business. I took a lot of towels with me. I didn't take them with me, I bought them, but I got a lot of towels. Because they're perfect for cleaning in your kitchen. I'll get this all wiped out. I kind of went back there a little bit, so I'm going to kind of dry back there. Dry this. Dry down that wall. And there you have it. Clean, shiny, disinfected, and no smells. So that is my clean and shiny sink. And I'm going to go and put away my dishes and sit down for the night. Have a good day. Enjoy your evening.